Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the final stream that we're doing this year as the Chaos Queens, at least all of us. I am going to let my lovely co-host introduce themselves. I've forgotten how to co-host again. Crystal, you go.
Hi, I'm Crystal. My channel is Crystal's Cluster, where I make a clusterfuck of content. Um, December is a special thing on my channel where I am reviewing tea calendars every single day until I run out of that box. It is torture, but it is kind of fun, and that's coming out every Friday. And yeah, I exist.
I exist. What a way to put it. I also exist. I'm Danny. I post videos. I'm going to be posting a whole lot of them this month because I got a lot of content that I want to put out, so I'm just going to keep doing it. Yeah. Hosting a readathon. I'm assuming it's linked below, or at least my channel is. Check it out.
I think it is.
Watch Marsha
Yes.
just suddenly panic.
Yes, I did remember to do that.
And I'm Violet of the channel Writing Violet. I sometimes write, I sometimes read. I have a book club. We're reading The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman, and we're also doing a readathon next month for January. It's going to be a fun time.
And my name is Marta. You're on my channel, and I make art and writing videos if you didn't know that already. Today we are going to be doing forest prints again because I know no one does that anymore, but they have all of these Christmas editions of all the trees, and I'm absolutely obsessed. So you all get to do this with me now. So I'm gonna put this on so people can start joining, and then go into the comments. Hi, Violet. And that is the only comment. So
It's just us today, guys.
Woohoo!
less pressure on me, I suppose. What are you all working on today?
I'm probably gonna at least get another chunk out of the Sandman audiobook, which is just it's a lot. I'm almost done. I have 4 hours left, so I'm gonna be reading that. Yeah.
I should be working on Project Labyrinth, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be beta reading instead because I'm really, really into this. I'm in the middle of a chapter. It's beta reading for Crystal, and this chapter is really, really good. And of course, it's one that's like 30 pages long. So
It's a chunker.
I'm gonna try to get to the end of this chapter, and then after that, maybe continue beta reading. Maybe do something else that isn't work on my story. We'll see.
We have to work for these things. Well, I was reading earlier today an audiobook, but since I was doing it for the Vox Machinathon, it was a read only during the day, and now it's technically night, so I'm not going to read that one.
It's day where I'm at. You can just pretend you're here.
And where I'm at too.
Well, I'm reading like 3 books, so I can definitely rotate and read one of the other ones. Oh, I can read The Golden Compass, because I like pretty much started reading it and then just stopped. I'll get back to it.
Yeah, I was gonna do some crochet today, but unfortunately I have to be an adult and redo my CV first, but then maybe afterwards I'll do some crochet. Yeah, so it really does look like it's just us. Do we want to go straight into a sprint?
Sure.
Do you want to tap it now? Sprint and see if anyone else wants to join us?
I want to make hot chocolate, so.
That sounds good. I was gonna start with like a little warm-up one. Buttons, yes. Okay. And I'll also start the forest timer. Good luck, everyone. You did it! The dinosaurs are so proud of you. And we got a wild skeek that joined us.
Woo! A
We
person.
got someone in the chat. Yay! How did everyone do during that one?
I had to go backwards because I had fallen asleep last time I listened to this, which is what happens when the narrator's voice is like liquid sleep, because it's that smooth monotone that you just kind of drift off to. So yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's pretty good if it's Sandman.
yeah. But I had to go back because I didn't even start episode 16, and it was on episode 16. So, and I got halfway through it. So, good things. And then I chugged the rest of my peppermint tea, which was a mistake. Don't do that. And then I made a hot chocolate.
Oh, Chuck doesn't drink quickly.
Yes.
I thought you meant like threw away.
No. Like I would say that out loud, I would lie. I would lie. I've learned my lesson. You don't tell Marta you threw out the tea. Even if you did, you lie about it. I mean, yeah.
I'm not sure if this
lied
is
yet.
better or worse.
I haven't lied yet.
Or is that
Danny,
a
how
lie?
did you do?
I did not get hot chocolate because I walked out the living room and my boyfriend was on a work call and I'm like, oh, I'll just come back later.
Aww.
But I did eat a granola bar, and then I finished. What chapter am I on? I finished chapter 6, and I guess that means I'm on chapter 7 now.
Math.
That's how numbers work. Yep.
Oh, me. I read a little bit of the Golden Compass, only a few pages. And that's all I did.
And I attempted to write my CV and realized maybe this is more than a 10-minute job. So I'm probably not going to be crocheting much during this stream, which makes me sad.
Aw.
Maybe the final sprint, we'll see. Skeek is reading chapter 9 of the Golden Compass for Violet's book club, and he's actually reading it.
Yeah.
Not just
Must have
displaying
been.
it on the shelf.
I think
think
I'm on chapter 3 or chapter 4. I think chapter 3.
Also Katie's here. Hi! I have questions. Do we want to do questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like questions.
They may or may not be food related.
It's on brand, one way or another.
So I was wondering, since it's almost Christmas and it's our last stream before Christmas, what everyone's favorite Christmassy food is. And also what you're eating on Christmas and what your favorite Christmas treats are.
Those are all very good questions. My favorite Christmassy food is very specific, because it only works when my dad cooks it. Is anytime my dad cooks the Thanksgiving feast, it's like turkey and ham and mashed potatoes. It's like when he makes mashed potatoes, which is the highlight of the meal, in my opinion, aside from the gravy, is you take yellow potatoes and then you take sweet potatoes and you mash them together. It is the best tasting thing on the planet, bar none. And when I used to go over to his place, he would always do it. Since he is no longer in charge of the food, and there's a lot of mini humans there, I don't go anymore.
Aww.
So this Christmas, my plan is to pick his brain, steal his recipes, do it for myself, maybe have him over, and recreate it on a smaller scale.
That sounds nice.
And the best Christmassy treat on the planet is ginger molasses Christmas tree cookies.
I don't know what those are, but they sound good.
It's like, do you know what ginger snaps are? Because that's another name for them.
No? The ginger cookie sounds nice.
Yeah, it's a ginger cookie. and they're super yummy, and it's like brown sugar and molasses, and it's just shaped like a Christmas tree.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I think my favorite Christmassy food is lasagna, which is not specifically Christmas, but like we always have one on Christmas, and so that's what I think of. And we also usually have rolarded, which I'm probably mispronouncing because I don't speak German, but it's delicious. It's just beef and bacon and like caramelized onions rolled up and put in a slow cooker, and it's so good. And my favorite Christmassy treat are peanut butter blossoms. They're the little peanut butter cookies where you put the Hershey Kiss on top. Oh, they're so good. I really want to make some this year.
Yeah. I don't really know. I don't really have, like, I guess, main Christmas foods. The last couple of years, we've always been doing raclette for Christmas, so that's probably what we'll do this year too. And treats, yeah, last year I started doing bread pudding, and I really like to make that for Christmas. And I also usually make gingerbread cookies, but I'm not going to do it this year. I'm trying to expand my cookie knowledge. So actually I spent like a bunch of time this morning and yesterday looking up cookie recipes.
You make peanut butter blossoms.
I might go into like a baking frenzy this weekend.
You
I
should
thought
do
about
like a
peanut
baking
butter
blog.
blossoms, but you know, we can't get like the chocolate kisses here.
You don't have that there?
No, and I tried to find something comparable at the store today and I couldn't. I would just have to use like a chunk of chocolate.
That's so weird.
Sad panda.
You should do a baking blog this weekend if you're doing lots of different cookies and then try them all.
Okay.
Everything is
Yay.
content.
Everything. That's how the tea advent calendar thing started. Everything is content.
I have a candle advent calendar, but it's only 12 days. So I was thinking about also opening those during my videos. I don't know.
Are you guys like all doing advent calendars or?
Not me.
Okay. Do
I
you have
said
like regular chocolate ones as well, or are you just doing the tea and the candles?
I can't have the chocolate ones because of my lactose intolerance, and I don't buy them myself. I get them from my mom, and my mom doesn't know how to buy the good chocolate. She only gets the crappy ones that taste like envelope glue. So, yeah.
Yeah, I made homemade, very nice advent calendars for a bunch of people in my life, and nobody got me one.
Aww.
So I don't have an advent calendar except my mom sent me those candles, and it was a pack of 12. So I'm just wrapping them up and giving them to myself. They were from my mom, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds nice. Skeek is saying he loves Ferrero Rocher as a Christmas treat.
Yeah.
It's delicious. And whatever the heck glog is.
Oh god, here we go.
Steve is making things up again.
Also Katie's favorite Christmassy food is homemade Tex-Mex. And it's so delicious, even if just looking at it clogs arteries.
Yeah.
What do
It's
you put in this
basically-
homemade Chex Mix?
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
what?
I said,
Like
what
puppy
do you
chow,
put in
right?
homemade Chex-
Like peanut butter, chocolate, and powdered sugar. Is that what you mean,
peanut
Katie?
butter. What?
Yeah, like puppy chow. That's what we call
I've
it.
never had like sweet Chex Mix. I've only ever had like the one that has like the pretzels and the bagel chips and stuff.
I feel like I've had the puppy chow Chex Mixiness. It's like you take the Chex Mix and then you just cover it with all kinds of stuff, and it just turns into this amalgamous goo, and then you put it in the oven like a Rice Krispie treat. That's how I've experienced them anyway.
I'm confused by all of this, but it's fine.
Oh my goodness. When I went to Thanksgiving with my boyfriend, one of his cousins brought a whole bunch of different kinds of cookies, and one of the things that she brought was peanut brittle. It was the most delicious thing I have ever had.
Peanut brittle.
I'm trying to create a tree. I'm not ignoring you. I'm so bad at multitasking. Katie also says her favorite Christmassy treat is probably chocolate drop cookies with buttercream frosting. Those also sound delicious.
Yeah. Any more food?
And petition to send Violet an AutoTube advent calendar. That sounds amazing. We should like get 24 people together and everyone gets to send her one gift and she opens them like sequentially.
You look like you're thinking real hard there.
No, I was
Violet
just thinking that
404
everybody was going to send me writing prompts and it was going to be a bunch of work for me.
No.
No,
It's
not
gotta be
actual
things
gifts.
that like are related to AuthorTube. So it's like, you know, candles and mugs and cute little notebooks and washi tape and sticky notes and
I like how the first two things you listed as related to writing are candles and mugs.
it's the aesthetic. I mean, it's not like we can send her 24 Bic pens. That's right. That has more to do with writing.
Because they're so weird. But also mugs and candles are pretty essential to writing, I gotta say, in my personal opinion.
I agree on the mugs. I don't think the candles are particularly essential. But then again, I'm not allowed to have them in this flat, so
That's sad.
yeah. I was gonna say we should do like an AutoTube advent calendar type thing next week. Yeah, where we get 24 people together and like make videos every day, but across different channels, so you only have to make one video.
Oh, that sounds really fun. You're in charge of
Someone remind me
organizing that
next
next year then.
Yep, you're
Oh,
running
God.
that playground.
I ran into that one, didn't I?
A little bit.
Glock is Norwegian for mulled wine.
Ooh,
Nice.
yummy. I've never had it, but yummy.
I've never had it, but my dad used to have it when I was a kid and it smelled delicious.
I think I might make some this weekend. If I'm gonna be doing Christmassy stuff anyways.
You might as well.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
Mulled wine, hot and cider. Those are like your two Christmas alcohol drinks. I've never had either of them.
Or alcoholic eggnog. We have eggnog, but there's no
Ooh.
alcohol in it.
I can't stand eggnog. Oh, it's so weird.
I go through phases. It's either something I love it and I'm obsessed with it, or I think it's disgusting.
I miss it.
Right now, I'm obsessed with it.
I had to remove it. I tried it last year and it was a bad. I miss eggnog.
Steak, however, prefers mulled wine without wine, so just mulled.
So what is it?
I had that yesterday, just like the tea packet of tea.
So you're just drinking tea?
What?
I don't know, like Glühwein flavored tea. I don't know what it is. I just buy it and I drink it. I don't know.
Katie says, I think regarding the tech something?
Chex Mix.
Chex Mix. Nope, it's wheat, rice, and corn check with pretzels, sesame sticks, and it's made with onion salt, garlic powder, seasoned salt, lots of butter,
Oh.
and her wave of Worcestershire sauce. I
Gonna get kicked out
tried.
of England.
Worcestershire?
How do you say it?
Worcestershire is how I would say it.
Worcestershire.
I would say Worcestershire, yeah.
I'm just gonna not say it.
But that
Yeah,
sounds
what are
the
delicious,
most
Katie.
Arguably pronounceable words. With a bitch.
Can we add this to the list of food that Katie's gonna cook for us on the writing retreat?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because it's something completely different than I thought. So
Yeah, I didn't think she meant savory. I thought she meant sweet.
yeah,
Savory Chex Mix is so good.
I want food
That's
now.
good. You need that when you're eating all the sweet stuff. You need something salty to off balance it.
Katie actually also likes puppy chow, always weirdly make it for bridal showers and baby showers. Interesting.
That's about right.
Also Elena's here. Hi! Katie says, I mean, she can write without a mug of some beverage. Wait. Wait, can I ride without a pack of some beverage? No. Can I ride without ambient candles? Also no. So they're essential for her too.
I'm not. Well, I am crazy, but not incorrect.
Is the delivery on that line?
Oh my god, her mother drinks eggnog all the time and uses it as a creamer, non-alcoholic of course.
Ooh, that sounds rich. And weird.
I don't think I've ever had eggnog before, so I can't comment on this, I'm afraid.
I don't like the texture. It's a different texture than, like, most drinks, and it just feels bad in my mouth. Like, the flavor is fine, I just can't.
I feel like there's always that one brand of eggnog that is really good, and everyone else that tries to make eggnog has that weird, grainy, super thick, sludgy texture that makes me want to blow my brains out. And I don't remember which brand it is, so can't even recommend it.
I think that's part of it. Like the one I get here in Luxembourg is like a local one, and it's really, really good. And I think maybe that's why I'm so obsessed with it, because it's like a really nice quality one is what's available here. So
That's fair.
Yeah, so you just get all the shitty ones. That's just really depressing.
yeah.
Promise I'm paying attention.
You got this. Ooh, force code.
I was gonna say, does eggnog actually have egg in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's very weird.
It is a very small window of separation between eggnog and a custard. It is like you cross the street and you turn into making a vanilla custard, basically.
I mean, I like vanilla custard. Also, Katie has kindly offered to make it on the writing retreat. It's so good. Get ready to gain. Is that short for pounds? I don't actually know that. Yes, 10 pounds.
I
mean,
I feel like I should know that.
Mark, did you say what your favorite Christmas treats were?
I don't think I did actually. Yeah, I guess favorite Christmas treat. We always have, like, we tend to have different main meals for Christmas, but we always have the same starter, which is like a little salad with like prawns and pink sauce and lettuce and stuff. So that's really nice. Also, my grandma always makes me fried artichokes, which are amazing. And Christmas treats, probably turrón, which is a Spanish dessert that's made with almonds. It's like a very thin thing that's basically, you can get three types. So you can get hard, which is basically just almonds covered in sugar. The soft one is mashed almonds and sugar. And then the third one is chocolate, which is just chocolate with almonds in it. And it's not very traditional, but we like it.
Screw tradition, you have chocolate.
Yeah, for anyone that joined a little bit later, which means everyone, we're doing forest.
Wow. Calling out our friends today.
Well, I don't think anyone was here when I announced it, so like I feel like I need to repeat this. We're doing forest codes again because I know that no one's done forest codes in like forever, but they're doing winter trees and they're like there's snow and there's Christmassy scene stuff and they're beautiful and I'm so obsessed, so I'm getting all of you to do trees with me now. I think actually Katie joined, yay! And anyone else want to join? Do we want to do another sprint?
Wait, is this a different forest room?
Yes, I made a new one.
God, give me a moment.
Okay.
You didn't
I
warn
think I
me
can
that
invite
you'd
you,
be changing
actually.
the room.
I think I have to change the room if I do a new one.
And I
I don't know.
I have no idea. I remember that.
I sent you an invitation, so you should be able to join.
I already typed in the thing. So
Well,
I was literally typing in the last letter as the notification popped up, and I'm like, okay, well.
Like that just happened.
apparently the timer list has been going for the entire time we've been sprinting, so some people have gotten a bunch of watch time. Let's see, I was gonna do a 25-minute next. Are you guys feeling that?
Yep.
Also, I think did I miss a comment? I'm doing too many things at the same time. I don't think I read this one. Yeah, they get eggnog from a local farmer, and it's the only one that he can stand. That makes sense. And yes, it's so cute. Love the little gingerbread man. He is, in case anyone's not on the app, aka Violet. This is what it looks like.
Marta woke up and chose violence today, folks.
I'm being nice. I'm trying to get Violet to see what it looks like.
I mean, I have the Forest app on my phone. I just don't have the paid version where I can join rooms and hang out.
Aww.
You need the paid version to do that?
I don't have the paid version. I'm a
I
broke
didn't
bitch.
realize there was a free version, actually.
I thought it was only on Android. I thought you needed to have a paid version.
No, I'm a broke bitch. I don't pay for this shit.
Let me check it out.
I just assumed you were streaming on your phone and that's why you couldn't join.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how Forest works, y'all.
Also, yeah, it's
Oh,
a new
it's
room for every
snowing.
Yeah,
sprint.
I opened it up and I'm like, and there may be a problem with my energy level the next few minutes because I made the coffee during the last sprint and now it's gone.
Stupid phone. We can't see anything.
Okay.
It wants me to pay €2 if I want friends. No.
Aww.
Maybe it's just a Europe thing, because
I'm not gonna give you €2 Forest app.
Skeek said Apple has the free version, Android needs the paid version to access rooms.
but
Well, I'm on Apple and I had to pay for it, but just to
the free
download in the first
version
place.
when I have the paid version now because I liked the app so much, but like I was still able to do it with friends before I got the paid version.
Did I pay for this? I don't think I paid for this. I'm confused.
This is the confusion stream, guys.
Well, anyway, let's do a sprint.
Yeah.
And do you want to try and figure it out, or do you want me to just go ahead? Violet.
Oh, me? No, I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm
Okay,
not
I'll
gonna
just
join
go ahead
Forest cult.
I forgot to choose a timer. This is what
Oh my
happens when you do too many things.
Chaos stream. This is what we do.
It is what we do. It is true.
I now feel really caffeinated.
I love hearing all of the clicks as Marta's doing stuff, but we can't see what it is yet.
Before the stream, YouTube was advertising me this stream with that thing like, rate this recommendation, and I was like, yes, important, whatever, noteworthy, 5 out of 5.
Very important. Inspirational. Influential.
Okay, shall we go ahead?
Violet peeking over the.
What? I'm sorry. Okay, good luck, everyone. And that was the end of the sprint. How did everyone do?
Finished the chapter episode I was on. Totally did not almost doze off. And yeah, that's about it.
I finished chapter 8. Is that the one that I was on? Yeah, I'll go with it. I finished reading chapter 8.
Numbers.
I also did reading and I got some water.
Yay, water.
I managed to finish my CV, and then I closed it, and then I realized it wasn't in the folder that I saw I was working in. So then I attempted to open the program to find where I saved it, and then my phone started going off that the timer was ready, and now I don't know where it is. But
Oh,
it has to be somewhere, I just don't know what folder I put it in.
Oh no.
good luck with that.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I saw that we had some issues with audio.
Yeah, I was listening to Sandman on my computer. That way it doesn't drain the crap out of my battery, especially while I'm using Forest. And it froze. And I tried to restart it, and I'm just like, screw it. I'll download it on my phone, find where I was, and listen to it off my phone. So, having technical difficulties today, and my computer's just being obnoxious.
We also got visited by a penguin.
Penguin! Hi, penguins.
Also I think Santa came over because Violet left him a cookie and a glass of milk.
I don't want cookies. I'm just eating cookies.
And Gib just showed up.
Yep.
Katie got through 40 pages of the book in 25 minutes, Katie.
That's impressive.
Dang.
That's like, meet me out of my way.
No wonder she reads so many books per month.
Yeah, I read fast, and that's like insane to me. What book is it though? You can't just say you're reading a book and not share what it is, unless you already did at some point and I just completely ignored it, in which case, my bad.
Did you say she was reading the Golden Compass? No, Skeek is reading the Golden Compass. I don't know. Skeek finished chapter 9 of today's Advent Calendar reading goal. Oh, that's so cool. I love the Advent Calendar reading thing.
I want to catch up that I could be at the same pace as Steeg.
Aww.
Good luck.
Maybe I'll try that too when I get to Spain and get access to my book, but at the same time, I think by then, like, I won't have time to catch up anymore. Now Skeek is gonna get to outline his Prince Caspian
Yay.
retelling.
Yay!
I'm so excited. Elaine did a little editing. I read that as eating at first, and I thought that's very on brand for our stream, but no.
Yep.
Oh, but she did all the pasta for lunch.
Nice.
Yum.
So I guess we've got editing and eating going on. I got a notification from Discord and I saw it was the chat, and I was like, since when does the chat make a noise? Katie feels like this book's font and spacing is bigger? Oh, I see, because we said she read fast. I was wondering if that was the title of the book. Anyway, she does read pretty fast, and this book is fast-paced too. It's
Psalm.
Yeah.
Psalm of Storms and Silence by Rosane A. Brown.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Eating is soon to go. That's good. And Skeek reads at a glacial pace, so you have a fair shot to catch up with it.
I'm also a very slow reader because I'm so used to reading just audiobooks, which doesn't really take much effort. So I'm like, yeah, I read like way over 100 books this year, but like how many did I actually physically read?
Audiobooks count as reading, though.
Yeah, they count, but then like when I have to actually read a book, like for the book club or for the readathon or beta reading, I'm like so slow. And everyone's like, Violet, I thought you read a lot. I'm like, I do, but not fast.
Yep. Well, it's like,
Honestly, I really wish I could get into audiobooks though. Like, I just fall asleep when listening, but it'd be so useful to read while doing something else.
Yeah, one of my goals for 2022 is to give audiobooks a shot because like I know that they're not like the best for me because of my whole like attention thing, but like I'll put some effort into making them work. I'll try a couple of them out and see where that goes.
I feel like they're like quality ones where it's not just, the person reading in like the straightest tone. Like if they actually try to be dramatic about it, I feel like it's a little easier. And if they add sound effects and stuff, it's just like chef's kiss. Because
See, I don't know, I find that kind of off-putting every time that I've tried audiobooks, because, like, I don't want you to very slowly read the book with dramatic effects and all of these sound effects to interrupt and just have sound in between. Like, I just want to read it to, like, for you to read it to me really quickly so I can just listen to the pace I would read it.
fair.
That's why you turn up the speed.
Yeah, but then that makes me dizzy.
I don't read any books at regular speed. Even when I was reading in German, which is more difficult to me, like even then I was like, at least 1.3 at the slowest.
I've tried, like, when I tried audiobooks, I tried at 1.2, which I felt was too slow, like it was boring because it was so slow. But then when I tried it any higher than that, I just, like, ended up with a headache. It's too fast for me, so it's like... And I can do the speeds in between, but it's just... I don't know, the speed at which I'd like to be able to listen it makes me dizzy, so it's... Nah. No.
When I'm reading The Ice Planet Barbarians and it gets to like the smutty scenes where it's like just really repetitive and like I'm like, oh god, I just put it up to like 0.3, so like if any plot stuff happens I don't miss it, but I also don't really want to linger on that.
That's fair. I don't think I could handle a smutty audiobook.
Not
No,
0.3,
that
3
sounds
times. Did I say
very
0.3? I meant 3 times.
Because I feel like that's like just a different version of somebody talking about that stuff, and I get uncomfortable listening to people talking about that stuff. Tell me your ace without telling me your ace.
Mm. Did I read this one already? I don't think
Nope.
so. It's the second book in a duology, and Kate is hoping to get it done tonight to stay on her book goal for this month. She only has 120 pages left. Good luck with
I
that.
you got this.
Got this. Jinx.
It'll only take you 3 more 25-minute sprints, apparently.
Well, fortunately for you, we're gonna be doing one soon, because I gotta figure out where the heck I left my CV.
I need more caffeine, guys. Can't stop yawning.
Considering starting reading Wheel of Time on Audible next year, read by Rosamund Pike. That sounds good.
Ooh. I think for my first audiobook, I want to try Little Women because I know the story already. I just have never actually read the book. And it was on my 21 books I wanted to read in 2021, and I didn't get to it. And then the audiobook is free on Spotify, so I'm going to give it a shot at some point, probably.
Sounds good. Also, Anna's here. Hi! Katie says when she listens to audiobooks, she can't visualize the books like she can when she's physically reading, so it's not worth it for her. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So far, I find Sandman is the only audiobook that I've been able to actually like keep going without forcing myself to do it. Sorry, Hunger Games.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't vibe with the voice actor. There's books that I've chose to read physically because I just don't vibe with the voice acting.
Yeah, I was one of the audiobooks I finished recently was the Blood Prince by Tanya Huff. And the first one, it's like, okay, it's kind of bad, but it's okay, I give it a 5. And then you read like the next one in the series, it's like, oh my god, it's the same person doing the audio. And I'm just like, And good night. I'm bored. Where's my YouTube?
Steek has a very important question here, I think. Is there any plot in Ice Planet Barbarian pilot?
The plot is the banging.
No, there is. It's actually. I'm not. Oh well, I'm thinking about doing a whole Ice Planet Barbarians video. So stay tuned.
Also, I feel like Steek would know the answer to this if he hadn't refused to watch Wallace's summary of Ice Planet Barbarian. Also, Steek says, I just get bored listening to audiobooks because I just sit and stare at the wall while listening. I just have to find some activity to do alongside listening. Any suggestions?
Put away your laundry. That's my plan anyway.
Crystal, which one did you say?
If I find myself getting super fidgety, I'll draw.
I can't roll while concentrating though.
Cleaning my house, bullet journaling. I love listening to audiobooks while I bullet journal. And today, or making thumbnails for YouTube videos, I also listen to audiobooks then. Or today I did while I was riding the bus, just commuting.
Yeah, commuting's a good one. I also, if I don't feel like listening to music, I'll read an audiobook while I'm doing like crappy workouts. I only remembered that because Steve did that workout timer. Just I don't know why that just bounced into my brain. So
She still hasn't sent the link to me so that I can add it to the timers playlist, by the way.
Oh.
I was gonna suggest picking up crochet because it's my agenda to make everyone pick up crochet. So.
That's fair.
I can crochet while listening to like YouTube videos, but I just can't concentrate on audiobooks in general. All of Steek's Ice Planet Barbarian knowledge is from Wallace's video. I thought you hadn't watched it. Katie says, oh my god, yes, Violet, I need all the Ice Planet Barbarian content so I can consume but not have to read the book. I mean, same, I'm pretty curious after Wallace's one.
I don't want to touch those books with a 10-foot pole, but I want to know everything, so, you know.
Well, Wallace made me, like, read the book as a joke, and now I'm, like, a legit fan of the series.
Oh, God.
Elaine likes listening to them while she paints. That sounds awesome. Steek says, okay, but for us who don't make YouTube videos, Violet, what shall we do? My laundry takes 2 minutes a week to put away.
How little
But you
laundry
can
do you
still
have?
make your Troublemakers thumbnails with the right color for branding.
Okay, but that's once a month.
Well, then that's the only time he's allowed to listen to audiobooks.
You should pick up crochet, I maintain my opinion.
Yeah, make your own dinosaur.
And I know Steeg's always like, oh, I'm on the bus. I know you ride the bus, Steeg.
Katie says she likes to play phone games while listening to podcasts so she can actually pay attention.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put an audiobook on if I'm listening, if I'm playing just a game that doesn't have any dialogue or anything to it. If it's just, a make brain busy game, I'll throw it on if I don't have any YouTube videos to watch.
Steve was thinking about getting into macrameing, so might work out. I'm also thinking about getting into macrameing. It looks amazing. I want to
love
pick up all the
macrame.
things.
I love it. It's so pretty.
I know, right? You should definitely do it, then you can teach me. Both Danny and Steve. At that rate, he'll be done with Wheel of Time by 2050. And he does want to learn digital painting, so might also follow Elaine's advice. See, I wouldn't be able to do that though. Like, with crochet I can listen to something in the background, but with painting it just takes my full attention. I can manage music, but then, like, I gotta concentrate on what I'm doing. And with digital painting, I feel like, especially at the start, you'd have to concentrate even more because you gotta know where the tools are and like what the keyboard shortcuts are. So maybe once you're like used to it, you could do it, but we'll see. Maybe you're better at multitasking than I am.
Depends on what you're reading. Certain books and certain genres need more of your attention.
Need more brain.
Yeah.
Exploited barbarians probably don't need much brain.
No,
You know,
don't
Wheel
need
of
any
Time-
brain.
Wheel of Time seems like it'll take a lot of brain.
Skeet just wants hanging pot holders in his windows. Same, yeah. All the beautiful things everywhere around the house.
I'd love to try that stuff, but I don't think I can get my hands to.
Mm-hmm.
cooperate.
I have one more quick food-related question if we want to do that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's probably gonna be a shorter one since I don't think most people have food-related New Year's traditions. But do we have any New Year's Eve traditions that are food-related? Or non-food-related traditions that you want to share?
Technically, New Year's is one of those times where alcohol will make it into this house, because usually, alcohol New Year's thing. I'll have a shot of Bailey's with my chocolate milk way before midnight and go to bed. Because I'm an old woman.
That's fair. At my parents' house, we there's like a few holidays where we get the food from this place called Chicken and Rib Crib, and they just have like chicken wings and ribs and that sort of stuff. But it's like the most delicious chicken wings and ribs I've ever had in my entire life. And New Year's Eve is one of those days where we get that. And non-food related, the past couple of years my boyfriend and I have been doing this thing where we watch the first movie of a trilogy of movies, and then like the second one will be started on New Year's Eve crossing over into New Year's Day, and then we'll watch the third one. And like we did it with The Matrix 2 years ago. I don't remember what we did this past year, but like we just watched long trilogy of movies to bring in the new year.
That's cool.
That sounds fun. My family growing up, we always did oil fondue on New Year's Eve, but like now I'm vegetarian, so I wouldn't do that. And we'd also always do like appetizers, like I don't know, like mozzarella sticks, like finger food, appetizer kind of food on New Year's Eve. But now that it's just my partner and me, we pretty much just like have a bottle of champagne and I make a pie.
That sounds nice.
And then he falls asleep and I eat the pie and drink all the champagne. I don't even like champagne, but it's the one time of year I have it.
For the last 2 years, actually, it's just been my boyfriend and me because, well, last year I couldn't get to Spain, and the year before that I was in Japan and he came to visit. So during both of those years, we literally just didn't do anything and slept through it. But usually, when I'm with my parents and they force me to celebrate, we do this very Spanish tradition. That's slightly strange, but also I grew up thinking everyone did this around the world and it was normal. And at midnight, right before midnight, there's this 12 bells that ring during the last couple of seconds, so one every 3 or 4 seconds, I think. And at each bell, you have to eat a grape.
Well, that sounds like what Katie says. Did you read Katie's comment? She
No.
also eats grapes.
22?
But that's a thing. It's I don't think it's just Spain. I think it's in
Really?
like a bunch of European countries.
I've
And I
never
learned
heard of it.
I learned it from Animal Crossing, because in Animal Crossing, one of the New Year's like special items you can only get during that time of year is called the 12 grape dish, and I'm like, that's weird. So I like Googled it last year. But yeah, I have heard of that, Marta.
Okay. We don't do it in England. My boyfriend thinks I'm mental when I bring it up.
Wow.
Yeah, because you just basically like have to eat them really fast. So when the year changes, like at that second, generally everyone's just like dripping grape juice and like mouth full, like cheeks full, trying to swallow all of these grapes, and it's hilarious.
Might have to try that out this year. That sounds really funny.
I can barely handle 12 grapes though, so I'm not sure how Katie does 22. Let me go back a bit. There were quite a lot of comments. Steek has a drawing tablet, so not much keyboard shortcuts. Same, but like I still have one hand on my keyboard and the other one's on the pen, and that makes it quicker. I also have like buttons to the side of my tablet, which I also need to memorize because they're not labeled. I don't know, maybe you're just smarter than me.
Those are cool. Way cooler than just the iPad with Procreate.
I feel like the iPad's pretty cool though. My tablet's like really shitty and cheap. Steek eats turkey on New Year's Day. I thought that was a Christmas thing.
Me and
But valid, I guess.
our
It's
family
a
has
Thanksgiving
like
thing here.
Yeah.
Ham is for Christmas.
our family has turkey for Christmas, ham or turkey. No, I can do this. Caffeine required. Whole. Let's try it again. Turkey for all three: Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. Occasionally, ham shows up for Easter or Christmas, but most of the time it's just turkey.
No, here turkey is like strictly Thanksgiving and then ham for Christmas and Easter.
Yeah, that's how I grew up too, Danny.
My family's weird. One year we had ribs. It was weird.
Katie says in the hour leading up to midnight on New Year's Eve, of course, we'll eat as many grapes as the New Year, so this year we'll do 22 grapes each. It's good luck, apparently. That's a lot of grapes.
There's a lot of grapes.
Imagine like
So-
30 years from now and you gotta do 50 grapes.
Oh my god.
Wait. So is this like grape chubby bunny?
What?
Okay. So Chubby Bunny is this game where you try to stuff as many marshmallows in your mouth and try to say Chubby Bunny at the end.
Right.
So it's like this, but grapes?
Is that what's going on?
Yes, except we don't say chubby bunny, we just
Just do it.
attempt to actually eat the grapes. So, but it's timed, right? So you've got 3 seconds per grape. So you're not stuffing them, you are trying to eat them every 3
Okay.
seconds.
Choking
But it
hazard.
ends up in you.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
I was trying to wrap my brains around it, and I'm like, tell me you're going to choke without telling me you're going to choke. I was scared.
It's fine, most people end up with half the grapes still on their plate when the bell ends up at midnight, which apparently is bad luck, but it's better than choking. I'm curious about Katie saying in the hour leading up to midnight, so do you just eat them throughout that hour? Do you not have a time limit? Do you eat them slowly like a normal person? This year's the perfect year to Lord of the Ring, Danny.
That
How come?
seems too long. Like, I don't know. I don't want to stay up that much later past midnight.
Especially if you watch like the full editions too, because
Yeah.
then you're like, never sleep again.
Have I told you guys about when my boyfriend and I watched all 3 extended edition Lord of the Rings? So, before we were dating, like, one of the times we were hanging out, we decided to watch Lord of the Rings, but it wasn't the extended editions, and he was like, oh, you gotta watch the extended editions, getting all, like, high and mighty about it. So I'm like, okay, fine, next time we'll watch the extended editions. So, like, I'd say it was only, like, 2 weeks after we started dating, we watched all 3 extended edition Lord of the Rings in a row, and then we went to hang out with our friend who hosted a movie night every weekend, and we watched Shrek 1 and 2. So we watched 5 movies in one day. I don't know how my brain survived.
I would probably fall asleep by the end of Shrek.
I don't know how your eyes survived.
Yeah, my eyes are messed up anyway, it's fine.
Elaine says she makes cold cannon and ham.
That's it, no?
I really need to learn more vocabulary. Jesus.
I don't know
I
what
know-
that is either.
I know
Okay,
that. I
good.
know that word because I watched a show called Lost Girl, and there was one of the characters talked about it, so I know what the word is. Don't know what it is, but I know the word. So I'm like, wait, that's real?
Elaine apparently also has whatever the hell that is for Christmas.
Girl?
Speaks never heard of it either. The coal
Grapes.
cannon or the grapes? I'm gonna assume that was the grapes. Well, it sounds like her family has twisted to be something else but similar. Yes. Elaine's family puts raisins in bread for good luck. That sounds nice.
Are grapes just good luck? Is that what we're learning today?
I guess.
Elaine doesn't like raisins though, which is very unfortunate.
Raisins are gross. They're just sad grapes.
Take that back.
Raisins better than grapes.
What?
I love
Fruit hot
grapes.
takes.
I don't like raisins. Unless
Oh
they're
no,
covered
let's
in
not
grapes.
start on fruit again. We'll never finish. Katie also eats sauerkraut on New Year's Day for good luck. It's a German tradition. Skeek regrets getting the tablet. Should have gotten an iPad with Procreate instead, but now it feels silly to buy an iPad and stick the tablet in the cupboard. I'd be curious to know why, because I've been thinking of upgrading to like a actual proper tablet versus just the like very cheap one I have. So let me know your thoughts, because I might change my mind and get an iPad instead of a tablet. Skeek says we have sheep ribs for Christmas and turkey for New Year's. Skeek, I must inform you that you're not allowed to eat sheep because they're the best animal and it's the only animal that you're not allowed to eat in front of me. So, take that back.
Also, don't dump tea in front of Marta.
So it's tea and sheep. Got it.
Yes. I think you just eat them, Crystal.
Referring to the choking on the grapes.
Choking hazard is right. Can't wait for... Okay, but we don't do that though, it's always 12. Like, I don't know where Katie's, like, doing it with the year came from, but I'm looking forward to seeing Katie attempt this. I don't think she'll be alive at that point.
You don't know that.
She could be an immortal being and she's just hiding it very well.
Or she might not be immortal yet. Time will tell.
Ooh, mashed potatoes with cabbage. That actually doesn't sound bad.
Yum.
Yeah,
I
that
love
sounds lovely.
cabbage.
Me too. Grape is got clear fruit after all. That is just deranged violet, take it back.
Said what it said.
And Skeek will send me his drawing tablet. Thank you, Skeek. I will be expecting it tomorrow. I'm joking, obviously. And apparently it's just a hassle to set up with his PC. Okay. Like every time? I don't know. I feel like I'm already used to that with mine though. Plus mine is like, it literally sometimes doesn't work when I try and plug it in. So it's like, I have to restart the program, then restart the laptop, then like plug it in again, then restart everything 5 times to the point where like, it takes me half an hour to start drawing, which is why I never do digital painting, which is why I'm thinking of upgrading, but we'll see. Yeah, we've actually reached the end of the comments. Do we want to do another sprint?
Sure.
There's a forest room if anyone wants to jump in.
I keep
Also-
trying. It tells me it's not working.
Katie is immortal, which I think is new Katie lore that we need to add.
Yep.
I left the timers all running again.
I mean, you're probably still in the 25s because there's a bunch of them. So just restart the one you're on.
But I was gonna do slightly less so that we have...
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for trying to find a solution to your issue. The last time I do
Levels
that.
today.
Well, when you told me that, I was already on the 20s.
Okay.
But I appreciate the help, Danny. Thank you very much. And I do realize that the first app did say 25. But it's a bit later and I was hoping to start this sprint. How do I share my screen again? This is stressful. I remember why I don't do forest timers. There's too many things going on. Okay, we're gonna do Violet's one. I think,
Katie is
yes.
also having trouble. It's literally just me and Marta in the forest
Yeah.
room. Did you type the code correctly?
Good point, because I actually invited you, so that might be the problem. Let me see.
Which I appreciate the invite.
And you're welcome.
Cannot join forest room. Either the room does not exist
No,
anymore,
I did not.
or the session
Oops.
has already started.
I mistook the B for an 8.
Oof.
That should be correct. I'll give you a couple of minutes to join if you want to. Also, you should add me on Forest if you want to, because that'll make it easier to add people.
There we go. Did it. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, feel free to friend me on Forest if you want for extra, like, coins and stuff. That's not my only motivation, I promise. Okay, I think I've got Katie and Crystal in here, so... Yeah. I'm just gonna look at these comments as well really quickly. So Geek says he has 2 screens on his PC, and to be able to draw on the tablet he needs to disconnect one of them to get the image up on the tablet, and it's just a whole hurdle to get through. Okay, that makes sense. So he ends up not drawing at all because it's such an effort to unpack and unpack and all that jazz every time, which is basically my issue with my current one, so maybe I should just get an iPad instead. That might be easier.
Yeah, but then
Yes, love the willow. Sheep. Sheep are not food, Violet. I'm gonna start the timer now. Good luck, everyone. doing that. That was the end of this prank. Ah. Okay. Crisis averted. How did everyone do? Also, we still have a forest room code at the bottom.
Oh, they talk about drawing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna draw a bit while I listen to this. And so yeah, I started working on another attempt for. I want to draw character art for Elizabeth, for my main character.
Can we see?
I've only done the rough sketch because hair's a bitch, but let's see if it'll do it. Come on, yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Still trying to get the actual like the long hair going, but long hair is weird. I keep over widening lines, so it just looks like someone's got a bee going this way. That's what I did.
My mom has been bugging me for days about not knowing what to get me for Christmas, and so I updated my online wish list so that she has an idea of what kind of stuff I want. It's all books and washi tape and stickers and stuff like that. And then I read half of the next chapter. I'm really mad at my Google Docs because Chrome did an update today, and now it keeps, like, it wants me to change all of the, like, American spelling to British spelling of stuff, and so there's, like, constant blue squiggles, and I don't understand why, because it's never done that before. And I'm like, I'm in America, my laptop knows where I am, so I don't know why it keeps trying to get me to do British spelling stuff, but it's so annoying.
It might be the confusion of having me writing it in partially Canadian spelling, so it might have gotten confused because I use half Canadian, half American because I still can't decide.
But it's still, like, for the, like, I don't know, it should still know that
Where you are.
like, yeah, where I'm at. Like, it like, whenever I, like, click on it, like this one, it says agonizing, and I click on it, and it says, you're seeing this suggestion because your document locale is set to British English, but then if I click change it to American English, it times me out of the document, and I have to refresh my page in order to be able to leave comments again, but when I refresh it, it puts me back into British.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this an update that Google has made?
That is definitely weird.
Mm.
Yeah, that's annoying for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I did.
Violet, how did you get on?
I just did reading and cozied up a little bit. That's it.
You look very cozy. I found my CD. Turns out it was in the same place that I thought it was. I just saw that it was version 6 and it was version 5, so crisis averted. And then I did some crochet.
Nice. What you making?
Well, it's a secret, but if you can guess, I will tell you. This is what it looks like. Good luck guessing. We had some debate in the chat
Oh.
about whether heap friends or food. Heap are definitely friends, okay? You're not allowed to eat these cutie pie.
I mean, I really like sheep. I think they're really cute, but I feel like I would also eat one if given the chance, so...
No! Danni! Seek is allowed because he's Norwegian, but you're not.
Wow.
Isn't... veal is sheep?
Veal is
veal
cow.
Is it?
Veal is baby cow.
Then what's sheep? Because I know there's like a special word for it.
Mutton.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, then I've had it already.
This is where you lie.
No! I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently sheep is the national dish of Norway.
pause the stream at this moment to watch Marta's heart break in half.
I've
also have a
actually
sheep
eaten sheep
stuffed
as well,
animal.
actually, once. Because I didn't know what mutton was. I was like really, really young. And it was like in a buffet type place and they had labels, but I had no idea what anything meant, so I just like ate random things. And then I was really sad about it afterwards when I found out.
Aw.
I've eaten a lot of weird meats, but yeah, no, I'm a vegetarian, so.
I've had moose.
Hmm.
I've had moose
I
summer
don't-
sausage. It's fucking
I
good.
don't think I've had moose.
Or was it deer? No, it's one of those.
Also we've established that grapes are friends and not food.
No,
Wait,
they are.
and food.
They're both.
Violet!
I like grapes. You can't take my grapes away from me. I don't care.
Skeek had to go, so he didn't get to see my little sheep. It's okay.
Just DM him a picture.
Yeah, I can do that. Also, Exotic Expression Dance Fitness. Do we know their name? Have they shared their name before? They've definitely been in other streams. Well, they just joined and asked how everyone's doing and trying to squeeze in a little more editing before their husband gets home. Well, unfortunately, that was the last sprint, I'm afraid. We're at the 2-hour mark, so we're gonna be wrapping up fairly soon, but I hope you still manage to get some editing done afterwards anyway. I always feel so bad when people join so late, because it's like, no, I'm sorry, I did want to keep you here.
They can just watch the replay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Elaine got her food and is now eating. That sounds perfect. Also Exotic Expression Dance Fitness loves animals. You came to the right club then.
Mm-hmm.
And Nikki's here. Unfortunately we are about to wrap up. I'm so sorry. Why are people all getting here when we're leaving?
First reasons. Sorry.
No worries, see you next time from Exotic.
In
And
January.
Elaine always joins late. And I feel like joining late is okay. I just feel so guilty when it's like right as we're about to wrap up. Like I'm just getting to the end of the comments. Do we wanna introduce ourselves? Do we wanna introduce each other? Did anyone wanna say anything else?
Wait, we're not streaming again till January, right?
Oh yes, correct.
And I think I'm hosting sometime
I think so,
mid-January.
yeah.
Okay, so be on the lookout.
Hmm.
No idea when that's happening, but
Yeah, so subscribe to Danny if you aren't already and you will see us sometime in January,
Eventually.
probably.
Danny, are you doing any more Vox Machina-thon streams?
maybe. I haven't decided yet. It'll probably just be like a pop-up reading stream, maybe one or two by myself, so I don't have to figure out hosts and stuff.
I see how it is.
Because I definitely have reading to do, so would be
Crystal,
appreciated.
if there's a day you want to stream Crystal, let me know, and we'll try and make it work.
I have no life.
Oh, it's a jam.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, YouTube, I've noticed, has been unsubscribing me from people these past couple of
I
weeks.
Really?
hate when it does that.
I noticed I've lost I think I've lost a couple because I think I was at like 90 or 91 one day, and I think I'm now at like 89.
That's
I
dumb.
noticed that every time I get a new subscriber on one day, I lose a subscriber the next day. So I'm not sure if YouTube's messing up or something. But
YouTube's
Yeah,
always drunk. But that's just. I think
Does
that's
weird
like
shit.
that has to be the thing that we just know is just it's YouTube's fault because it keeps breaking.
Mhm.
yeah. Anyway, this is Crystal. She's fantastic. She makes videos about tea, even though they make me really mad because she tends to not like the tea and throw the tea away. She also makes D&D and gaming and writing content occasionally. And she's writing a super fun project called Project Incarnate about vampires. Oh, and she's co-hosting Danny's thing, which I'm sure she'll talk about when she introduces Danny.
Yeah. Down that way is Danny. She's awesome, and she makes all these fun book TBR skibr videos, which I'm like constantly obsessed with, even though like I'm never gonna read that many books ever. and she also she is the one in charge of the Vox Machina Readathon playground thingamajib, which is all about the Critical Role book that's coming. It's already out now. Kith and Kin, and there's a bunch of prompts, and her video is super important, and everyone should watch it and take part because it's amazing. And I've actually read 2 books so far, and I've never done that before, and it's all her fault. So
My fault, as if it's bad.
yeah, that's Danni. Subscribe to her. Very important.
Okay, so I guess that means I'm doing Violet, who is this way. Yes, I got it correct. This is Violet from the channel Writing Violet. She is the host of the Nostalgia Train Book Club, which is a book club where every month we read a YA or middle grade book from like early 2000s-ish era. And in January there's going to be a readathon about it with 22 different prompts that are very stackable, so you can definitely read one book that fits like 6 prompts. And they're all super duper fun. And also going to be reading Warrior Cats in January. This month, the book is The Golden Compass, which I am not reading out of spite because Scribd lied to me. Yeah, subscribe to her.
Oh yeah, Marta. And our host for this week's Chaos stream was the lovely Marta, and on her channel she does her writing and art content and does really cute crocheting and timers.
Yeah, so I guess that was that for this week. And the next one will be in January because we're taking a Christmas break, like we were saying. So everyone's linked below. I've forgotten how to end streams, as usual. I think I just press the button and say bye.
You push the button and it'll cut someone off.